Loading a lot faster. So, we are basically on a mission to acquire more gold to buy a new ship with a better hull quality. And along the way we're going to explore stuff, I guess. The Vagabond's residence. You follow the Vagabond past Lustrum's outskirts into the whirling whiteness beyond. Miles from civilization, you find a mansion half buried in snow, perched on a rocky outcrop. The Vagabond wades to the door and slams on the iron knocker. After some time, the door eases open. A Doddery butler peers out, his face so downcast it looks half melted. "Welcome back, sir," says the tragic butler wearily. "A letter was delivered in your absence." Oh, yeah, as I've been theorizing, I think he is actually a royalty. Explore the mansion, ask how the Vagabond could afford such place. Okay, the Vagabond has shrugged out of his coat and is heaping logs on the fire. You have a few moments to roam the place. Dilapidated luxury is degraded, let me guess. Yeah, kind of ruined, state of disrepair, result of age, neglect. The mansion is colossal, its walls built with bronzewood logs, because there are no other wood exist. Its bathrooms gleaming with ivory, its walls decorated with gold-framed portraits of a younger, better groomed vagabond. But it's also obviously been years since it was properly maintained. Some of the windows are broken and snow has heaped the floor beneath. Black mold streaks the carpet. There's an overpowering smell of damp. Oh, what? No. It's just the dialogue disappeared. It's so messy sometimes. Sometimes it just disappears, sometimes it doesn't. Like, why here they decided to make it go away? What's the big deal here? The Vagabond's fortune. What's the voice? Ah, you should have seen it in its heyday. The Vagabond rubs his hands before the fire. Warm, noisy, bustling with stuff and guests. Our parties could be heard in New Winchester. Isn't that right? Quite so, sir, says the tragic butler. I struck it like you in the mountain, you see, says the vagabond. Found enough hours to make me rich. Oh, maybe he's the guy who actually found that a century, that big lump of hours. I mean, ages, I guess. I found enough hours to make me rich enough to buy all of this and more. Besides, he claps you on the back. All the luxury in the world can't compare to the majesty of the open sky, though. Right, citizen? Ask about the butler's letter. He's been brandishing the envelope for more than half an hour now. The Sugar Pond Garden. Just give me the gist of it, will you? Asks the vagabond, idly tossing snowballs at the portrait of a severe-looking woman in black. The butler clears his throat. The letter was delivered by a skylark who called himself Quivers, sir. In it, he claims to have discovered the location of the Sugar Pond Garden. He was seeking your help. The vagabond pauses mid-throw. But that was a myth. A story to tell over campfires when the night is cold and hungry. He sounds uncertain for a moment, then shrugs. Young Quivers means well, but he must have been mistaken. The vagabond's obligation. Continue your conversation with vagabond in his lustrum mansion. The vagabond sips his whiskey before the fireplace, telling her rambling stories about the parties he threw in the mansion's better days. The tragic butler stands to one side, mournfully dignified. Spend the night at the vagabond's mansion. The blizzard outside has worsened. Best you stay until the morning. This will end your stay at the mansion. Sure. The vagabond's obligation. You stay up into the night. Your conversation is meandering, but the vagabond repeatedly circles back to the mysterious letter. I am worried for Quivers, he says. The other skylarks haven't seen him in months, and he comes to my house babbling about a myth. The next morning, the butler says his plaintive goodbyes. As you crunch through the snow toward Lustrum, the vagabond says he plans to track down Quivers. What kind of king would I be if I didn't protect my subjects? He asks. Besides, I once delivered in the Sugar Pond Garden myself. I must admit, I am curious. Alright, Sky Stories. It's like one of the easiest ones to progress with this vagabond and this boy navigator, fortunate navigator. Ask about the vagabond's plan to track down Quivers. A skylark claimed to have found the mythical Sugar Pond Garden and came to seek the vagabond's help. How does the vagabond hope to find him? A plan coalesces. I've been making inquiries, says the amiable vagabond. Quivers was in a traveling skylark band named the Blunt Instruments. They weren't very good, but they robbed the bars they perform at, so they made enough to get by. I thought the rest of them were killed in a shootout last year. He beams triumphantly. Except there was one other survivor, a concertina? Let's check this one.
Concertina.
Okay. I thought there was another word for this thing, but I guess it's concertina.
Concertina.
Hmm. He beams triumphantly, except there was one other survivor, a concertina player who goes by the charming epithet of Ratbite. She is currently imprisoned in London for some marvelous crimes. I propose we break her out and see if she's heard from her old partner in crime. London. Again. I wonder if there's going to be a prison island too. Huh, ministry stamped permits. That's nice. How much for 3 blades? 1? Yeah, I don't know. Not a great rate, to be honest. Only 1 reputation. Oh, come on. What's it going to even give us climbing this mountain? Guess we could try. Almost impossible climb. The snow is deeper than expected, and the cliffs in your way both taller and more treacherous than you can handle. You reach for a rocky handhold. It crumbles under your hand. Luckily, a snowdrift not too far below catches your fall. Lying winded in the snow, you give up. The mountain is victorious for today. You retrace your already fading footprints to Lustrum, where the fireplaces are always burning. Oh. I'll wait for more iron. Or less terror. Join a plot against the Windward Company. Huh? Is this prospector in the making? Interesting. The Windward Company's factory poisons the air. Worse, their miners take all the best claims. At the back of the hanged man, schemes are in motion. The prospectors still see you as a newcomer, but you've proven your mining chops. Their numbers are too few to reject you. I think it was unlocked because I started my claim and depleted it. They let you into their war room at the back of the Hanged Man. Something they say must be done. When asked what, they frown. Something big, they declare. It appears that is as far as their resentment has got them. Suggest aggressive action, suggest diplomatic action. Okay, I mean, I don't know about diplomacy. It's time for action and a very large explosion. You can even build the device they'll need. I have like 9 munitions back at Winchester stored just for such occasions. Suggest diplomatic action. Windward is just another company, and companies are made up of people. They must listen to reason. I feel like they could both work. I should go for diplomatic because actually, I have veils and mirrors as my best skills, but hearts is the one for talking. I feel like if we go for aggressive action, I could get veils as sneaking for sabotaging. Yeah. Diplomatic could be more interesting. I don't know. This backroom of the pub is silent while you work. It isn't long before you assemble the bomb. What? Already? I thought I should have brought some materials. All that remains is to slip it into one of the barrels heading for the Windward factory's mighty furnace. When it comes, the explosion is glorious. A slow motion. Oh, no skill checks too? Okay, I've been overthinking that, I guess. It's just choice and then immediately the outcome. I thought we would have to do some extensive quest. Alright. A slow motion flowering of flame that lasts much of a day. Nobody is hurt, even the... oh, that's lame. Even the closest have plenty of time to evacuate. The damage to the inside of the factory, however, is nigh incalculable. This factory will not be processing any more hours for the foreseeable future. Okay. Shame that they didn't give me any reputation. Nothing new here. Alright, we're done. Okay, so we still need to deliver some seeds to last room. I could try exploring this part a little bit. Then go to Nature Reserve, Titania. Then back to last room to sell seeds. And then to Winchester. Let's fucking go! Yeehaw! Oh boy. Fuck off! I hate you! Ugh! What is this? Ooh, what is that? Ho ho! Could steal an egg. Costs 300 and bats. Actually wait, there was something else to interact with. What is this? The Silent Saint. A vast sheet of ice has frozen over the ossified corpse. Ossified corpse.
Ossified.
Fossilized? Having turned into bone or bony tissue. Not really. Having become rigid or fixed in attitude or position. Ossified corpse of a vanquished beast. The surface is pockmarked with failed mining attempts. Collapsed shafts extend into the frigid tomb, and abandoned mining equipment litters the ice like discarded toys. Legends and rumors gather around the beast entombed below, a mythic hoard yet unclaimed. Command your crew to break the ice. It's hearts. Breach the ice with your mining equipment or with explosives. Yeah, that makes more sense. If we bring here mining equipment, we can actually try to do skill checks with mirrors. What? Lost one hull? Into the sky. The wind howls, your engine struggles to clear the ice frozen to it. Debris scatter in your wake, rolling across the surface like dice cast across a board. There is a fierce crunch and then your engine is free. Oh, did it? See see me? I think it did. Oh boy. Oh, it didn't spawn the bats. So this is the mother, I guess. Grave of the Silent Saint. I need some cover. Okay, let's go. It's still following me. Okay, I just need to get away. It's going to stuck on the walls. Alright, it's out. Whew. Oh, fuck. Wanted to explore a bit more. What is this place? Bees? Nature reserve, a scientist should have a new mission, probably. Say a new engine was what I expected. We're also going to need 4 caged catches for the main mission. But now I need to drop terror, so let's not risk it. Chance not on our side. I still need to go to the Blue Kingdom first because I have a guy on board with me. Pane of stained glass. That's rare. But also nobody buys it, I think, here. Ask the phlegmatic researcher about his completed research. Oh, is he going to give me something extra? He left a note at the dock asking you to drop by. The phlegmatic researcher welcomes you to his table with the booming "Sit down, sit down." He calls for one of his scouts to pour you a brandy. "Thanks for the hard laboring of my fine colleagues. You've done it." Witness the culmination of their efforts. "It's just outside the window." The phlegmatic researcher points with his walking stick and raises his eyebrows theatrically. An orchard is growing outside. The trees all bear, well, one cannot say fruit. For they bear potatoes or carrots, while others have ears of corn ending like pine cones. The phlegmatic researcher raises his glass. "I call them sapling nuts. With careful discipline, it's possible to harness the riches, chaos, and abundance. After that, one may dictate growth. Wood may be negotiated with." Okay. Can we grow some sovereigns on trees instead? Oh, nice, he gave me a sack of seeds, I need that. Require current course of study. "I'm investigating one of the winds which blows through this region. Whatever it touches blooms. What is the cause of this miraculous property?" Pollen? Is this the same thing? No. The stomach of Canton Carey. A cutting of the titanium petal. And a fungal crinoline. Where do I get that? Like, this from Canton Care, this from Titania, this? Fungal, which means Hebrews, I guess? Oh, I probably could ask. Were we able to take a sample, we may learn the origin of these celestial voyagers. Crinoline. Fungal. Oh, I got it. There are some kind of asteroids floating around. I found like 2 of them on my journeys. Alright. What about his bird? Did I miss an opportunity to actually start a quest, or? Export sapling nuts. Someone has ordered them from Leadbeater and Steinrod. There is an open call for captains willing to deliver. Hmm? The clerk smiles as you sign your name. This one's going to Port Prosper. Okay. I guess it's just like a passenger that doesn't take any hold. Kinda low on fuel. Titania, they sell fuel, that's okay then. So I read a bit about terror. It says if you are close to the port, it temporarily stops the terror count. And that's about it. Like obviously it doubles when you're near a horror place. Signal the wreck. I think it gives me supplies, which I don't need. What about Mourn the Dead? Terror drop. A simple ceremony doffed caps a few words, a gloomy silence, but it helps. The only decency in the skies is that we bring ourselves. The fucking... I think those have souls on them. Ah, clean shot. Yeah. 5 jump. Ooh boy. I don't have so much space. Well, I have to drop it. So yeah, that thing here, rumored opportunities, really subtle. This is why I get souls from them. Uh-oh. I have so much hold space and still always full. Fucking hell. Like, success? Is this what you call success? No, this time I have a princess on me. Let's see how this goes. Ask the incognito princess if she knows where to find them. You have heard that the royal family were enthusiastic devotees of red honey. Perhaps she can help. Like moths to a flame. Oh, honey, made me the woman I am today. Oh. Oh, honey made me the woman I am today, she says with a secretive smile. I'd be happy to help. She strides from salon to salon, letting a crowd of adoring poets, artists, and addicts flock to her. Within an hour, she has secured you an introduction. Precarious descent of ladders leads down to the hideout of the Midnight Rose, a spiral of rickety platforms getting to the Great Orchid Stalk. Yeah, that's the same. So she basically shows him that people they are extracting honey from volunteering for it. Let's say this one this time. Art no more relies on misery than plumbing relies on ennui. She has the dignity to look awkward. Ah, yes. They are romantics, perhaps telling themselves this lie will give them the confidence to make something remarkable. Think of it as a placebo. The medicine was only water and sugar, but the patient still recovered. Problem revenue man. Assist in the revenue man problem. What am I to do exactly here? Okay, I need a chart or fund titania of 50%. Oh, God damn it. So, I have a full hold. I guess should go to Magdalene's and then to Winchester instead of Lustrum. It's a bit I'm too heavy right now, too much to carry. Current port damage 100%. Can you help yourself, please? Oh no! Oh fucking hell. Please buy something from me. It's taking too long for him to give me a quest for some reason. I feel like I haven't done something here. Nope. And just in case, I'm going to sell supply and buy fuel. A bit of a waste, but playing it safe. Fucking hell. I think I never won this one, and I don't have much crew, so let's not. Recent news, a downed locomotive on Hebrus. But I already went, stepped up. Might be on a timer, this one. Nice. Goodbye, Empire. New Winchester is in uproar. Crowds of boisterous takitai stamp through the streets in their hobnail boots. In Kisigar Gardens, they are burning piles of top hats. The Windward Company, whose fortunes have suffered recently, has abandoned the post. Let me guess, they are at Port Prosper now. Ousted. They must have been preparing the evacuation for some time. Company House has emptied almost overnight. The Takitais have the upper hand in the ridge now, and the company has withdrawn much of its strength to fortify its holdings at Port Prosper. If you want to deal with stovepipes, you will find them. You'll need to seek them there. This change, describing the prospects, for example, the Takitais' redoubled spirit means you will encounter more homesteads while exploring. Is that for Lustrum? Yep. Great. 5 munition, right? Yeah. Somebody wanted honey here. Devil, but he needs tea. Oh, this clay. Wishes to visit the Mos Serene Mausoleum. We'll have to wait. Well, I guess I'll selling them then. Ours selling too. and it's going to be our next journey. So, yeah, I could hop to Carillon to try to finish my soul improvement. Also, kind of want to go to Hebrews because, like, to help in more Takitais and explore a bit of this. But at the same time, I have 5 packs of seeds on me. Okay, so Port Avon, Hebrews, then Circus, then Carillon, then Lostrum, and then back. Actually, Port Avon, not. Yeah, I don't need that. We could go to Circus. And I should check this relay. Let's make a break in the recording.